Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Broken Berean. And I've got some Hunter x Hunter news, so of course I got to don the Gon hat. And this is weird, so we're going to explore it. But Hunter x Hunter Nin Impact is going to be basically banned in Australia. Now, when I say banned, it's not quite what it sounds like. Australia has a reputation for strict gaming, as the subtitle says, and it's banned games for two major reasons. One is giving glorification to drugs and having benefit in the game, and two, sexualization of people under the age of 18 or SA. And knowing this, I was quite confused. Because, the Australian Classification Board that gives games ratings in Australia has refused to give it a rating. And in Australia, you can't publish or sell a game in the country if it is not given a rating. So it is essentially banned. It's not officially banned, but it can't be sold in Australia because it doesn't have a rating. The board has decided, nope. Okay. There are more suggestive outfits in Pokemon than there are in Hunter x Hunter. There is absolutely, it is to say that there is, yes, a lot of the hunters, Gon and Killua and all their gang, yes, most of them are minors, but they dress like typical kids. There's no, I hate to say the word because I don't want to get banned, but it's not that type of game. They're just dressed as kids. Like if I saw them what they were wearing outside in the real world, if I saw a kid wearing the same exact outfit, I wouldn't think twice about it. It is nothing. I wouldn't be like, oh, I can't believe their parents let them wear that out. It's no. Seriously, just Gon is probably the most suggestive because he's wearing shorts. That's probably the most suggestive outfit in the game. Not in the game, but in the manga and the anime. And Killua does wear a tank top. That's about it. That is really about it. So it can't be. And I was like, well, there's no narcotics or drugs or anything like that in Hunter x Hunter. And then I was thinking about it. Oh, kind of. And I haven't seen the gameplay where this exists, but there is a smaller storyline in Hunter x Hunter where someone is manufacturing a drug that they call D2. And it's not a major story. It's not an overarching plotline that goes for the entire theme of the manga or the show. So it's like, is it that? And are they taking that one small thing from the anime and adding it in the manga and adding it to the game to give the fighters boosts? And if so, I have to say, I'm impressed with the Australian Classification Board for doing their due diligence on the research into it. Because honestly, I literally was thinking, I couldn't even comprehend what it could be. I was just like, what? Yeah, they fight. It's a fighting game. I'm like, what could it be? It is not gory or, this is probably going to be like a Dragon Ball Z fighting game yeah, there's going to be fighting, but there's not going to be any blood or anything like that. It's just going to be like, oh, maybe so some bruises or some clothing might get worn or a little bit during the fighting process, but overall, so it's got to be the D2. It's got to be. And I'm trying to find, and I was spending a lot of time trying to find gameplay. It's absolutely not shown in the trailer. Trying to find people that had advanced, access and posted gameplay, and I couldn't see it in there. But that's my only conclusion, is because you can get the little tablet that may boost your system, may boost your fighting ability, but whatever, I don't know. But I'm kind of like, really? That's kind of, it's a fictional thing. It's not like they're doing real world things. I mean, to me, this would be like not giving The Legend of Zelda on the NES a rating because you drink magic potions, health potions, to boost your strength and your magic. It's a fictional thing. But I guess they're very stringent and said, nope, that is a pill that's supposed to be illicit and it gives you benefit in the fighting, so no rating whatsoever. I just don't think this falls into the category of glorifying it. If you're not familiar with the anime or the manga, and granted, I haven't read it or watched it in a while, but I had to go look it up myself. I'm like, wasn't there that one thing? And I mean, I was like, oh yeah. But oh my gosh. I was like, to me, like, I get it and I don't. Like, I get how they see it and why they said they're not going to give a rating because it portrays drug use in a positive light. But also from a gaming perspective, it's just a boost. Like, just drinking a potion that restores health, gives you speed, increases your defense, increases your attack ability, ups your crit rate percentage. I don't see it that way. And I do think that most people playing this game are going to see it the same way. Oh, it's just, okay, boom, that you take it, you get a little boost, boom. We're not thinking, oh, this is they're not breaking out a pipe and smoking something. They're not injecting anything. And I know it's very semantic and it's all that. And so, like I said, I get where they're coming from and how they see it. But I think it's just a bit stringent. If it was the second reason for the minors being portrayed in a very adult-like manner, I get it. I'd be 100% be like, I get it. Don't give it a rating. Fine. I'm for it. But this seems really a stretch to me from a gaming perspective. Because if you just picked this game up because you liked it, you've seen the anime, you just want to do it because you wanted younger kids that got it because they wanted an anime, okay, fine. But they're not even giving it like a mature rating or a teen, especially not a teen. They're just like flat out not giving a rating so it can't be sold in Australia. Which I'm like, man, because I'm excited for it. I can't wait for it to get here. I mean, I'm hoping it's as good as like Dragon Ball Z Sparkling Zero, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, something like that. But it's going to be more in the vein kind of the Capcom versus Street Fighter vein, where you get the three, you select your 3 fighters and you switch in between to fight each other. So it's like, really? So it's got to be that. It's got to be the D2. And my Aussie friends out there, I'm sorry. I do think this is a bit of an overreaction. Because all you could do is have them rename it. I don't even know if it's called that in the game. I'm guessing it is. That's how they figured it out. But just rename it to something. I mean, that would boom. And just call it Pet Pill or something. You know, I'm playing through Dragon Quest 11 right now, and you got these things called Pep Pops that make everyone boost up their power. It's literally called Pep Pop. And if that's not suggestive, I don't know what is. I mean, come on. Pep Pop. I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, that's more illicit sounding than D2. So I'm like, come on. It's a little much. Like, if that was their major concern as a parent, this wouldn't even like get up my radar. It'd be like, really? It's just a game mechanic. It could be a cookie that they eat before. Change it to a cookie. Who cares? It's not promoting. Oh, they take this and it gives them a boost. That's like been in gaming forever. Like, literally. Since the inception of gaming. I mean, that's just one of those things. I'm like, okay. But hey, Aussies, I get your point of view. I think you're wrong, but I understand your point of view. And it's just sad that there's probably going to be a lot of Aussies out there that are waiting for this game, and they're not going to be able to get it through proper channels. I mean, if someone was so inclined and bought extra copies and listed it on the Australian eBay website, I mean, that they might make some money. I don't know. I'm just saying, if someone was so inclined to do so, that might be a very profitable venture for some people. Just putting it out there as a thought experiment. So, I mean, to me, this is, as a gamer, I'm like, yeah, that's a bit of a reach. But as someone who is tasked with protecting the Australian people and gamers in general, I see where they're coming from. I think they're just too sensitive on the topic. And I don't know if this is because Australia has a problem with this down there, more so than like America does. I don't know. And so they're extra sensitive on the topic. That would help make more sense. But that's their decision. Hunter x Hunter Nin Impact is not getting a rating, so it is effectively banned in the country of Australia. It's not banned from being played or owning or anything like that. It just cannot be sold in Australia from major retailers. That's what it comes down to. So sorry, my Aussie peeps. It's terrible, but that's the ruling. And if you're in Australia, I hope you get the opportunity to play this game. I do. Because I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait. To me, it probably wouldn't have clicked if that mechanic is in there till probably at least maybe the 30th or 40th match. Because I had to go look it up, and I was like, what are they talking about? What could it be? And I was like, oh. I'm like, that storyline made such little impact to me that I didn't remember it. So I'm like, wow, okay. Alright, whatever. So that's my thoughts on it. That's kind of how I see it. So it is what it is. So keep gaming, people. Don't break the law. And I'm sure there'll be sites that you can visit that allow you to play it in the future digitally. You may not be able to get your hands on a physical copy, but you may be able to play it via different portals and things like that. So, very, very a shame, but that's the ruling. So until next time, my friends, as always, I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it.